Today I bring you a very easy and fun recipe to make. You know those times when you want a sweet bite and then you go to the kitchen and there's absolutely nothing good to eat? Well, today I have a solution for this problem. The cinnamon swirl mug cake. It's a delicious, easy, and fun recipe to make. It doesn't need baking. It's made with ingredients you most likely own, and it's very tasty. Now, let's start by naming all the ingredients we will be using. We've got 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, a pinch of salt just to balance the flavor, 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla, and 2 tablespoons of milk. You can use any kind of milk you want. Now, to make the cinnamon butter swirl, we will be using 1.5 tablespoons of melted butter, 1 teaspoon of brown sugar, and 1.5 teaspoon of cinnamon. And finally, for the icing, we will be using 1 tablespoon of powdered sugar and 1.5 teaspoons of milk. Now, to start with the recipe, the first thing you're going to do is to pick a small mug where you will be placing it on the microwave, and then pick a small plate or bowl where you will do all the mixing. Now, in your small bowl, stir together the dry ingredients, which are flour, baking powder, brown sugar, salt, and cinnamon. After, add the melted butter, vanilla, and the milk to the dry ingredients and stir until it forms a thick batter. On another small bowl, to make the cinnamon butter swirl, you're going to melt the butter for about 15 seconds in the microwave, and then stir in the brown sugar and the cinnamon into the melted butter. Next, pour the batter on your selected mug carefully. For the next step, drizzle the cinnamon butter swirl over the mug cake batter. Gently fold it together until the cinnamon swirl ribbons can be seen on the batter. Now pop your mug cake into the microwave for about 45 to 55 seconds, but it could vary depending on your microwave. The mug cake will create a bit of steam, so don't be alarmed. And after it's done, take it out and let it cool for about 1 to 2 minutes. While the cinnamon cake is still cooling, mix together the powdered sugar and the milk for the icing, using the same bowl you used for the cinnamon butter swirl, because the leftover cinnamon on the bowl will flavor the icing. To finish, drizzle the icing over the mug cake and enjoy while it's still warm. And now, anytime that you have a craving for something sweet, you can go ahead and do this tasty recipe. Thank you.